So dear students, today our topic is practice set 2.6, in which some questions we have already discussed. Now today we will discuss which are some hot type questions, which are important questions, so that we will discuss today. So the first question number 7th. Question number 7th is Pratik. Pratik takes 8 hours to travel downstream 36 km downstream and to return back on the same spot. Now, what is the meaning of downstream and to return? Downstream and upstream. What is the meaning of these words? Downstream means to travel in the same direction in which the water current is flowing. जिस डायरेक्शन में जो है रिवर फ्लो कर रही है, रिवर या वाटर जो भी है, वो जिस डायरेक्शन में फ्लो कर रही है उसी साइड में जाना, उसको कहते हैं डाउनस्ट्रीम. एंड अपस्ट्रीम मीन्स टू ट्रेवल इन अपोजिट डायरेक्शन ऑफ द डायरेक्शन ऑफ वाटर फ्लो. वाटर फ्लो जिस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है उसके अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में ट्रेवल करना, दैट इज अपस्ट्रीम. डाउनस्ट्रीम टू ट्रेवल इन द सेम डायरेक्शन ऑफ वाटर करंट. अब ये तो दिखती बात है कि डाउनस्ट्रीम में क्या है कि स्पीड जो है वो ज़्यादा हो जाएगी. क्यों? बिकॉज सपोज द स्पीड ऑफ बोट इन द स्टिल वाटर, अगर पानी रुका हुआ है ना, वो किसी भी साइड बह रहा है, जैसे एक तालाब रहता है, तो दैट इज़ द स्टिल वाटर. तो सपोज उसमें जो है अगर बोट की स्पीड 10 किलोमीटर पर आवर है और डाउनस्ट्रीम जब होगा, सपोज स्ट्रीम की स्पीड, वाटर फ्लो करंट जो है उसकी स्पीड है 5 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर. तो जब डाउनस्ट्रीम कोई पर्सन जाएगा तो बोट की स्पीड 10 किलोमीटर्स और वाटर करंट की स्पीड 5 किलोमीटर्स, तो दोनों की स्पीड मिला के हो जाएगी 15 किलोमीटर पर आवर. तो जब डाउनस्ट्रीम स्पीड फाइंड करनी हो तो आपको द स्पीड ऑफ बोट इन स्टिल वाटर और प्लस करना है स्पीड ऑफ वाटर करंट, वो हो जाएगी टोटल स्पीड. एग्जाम्पल 15 किलोमीटर पर आवर, 10 + 5. और अगर यही आदमी उसी बोट के साथ जिसकी स्पीड 10 किलोमीटर पर आवर है इन स्टिल वाटर, अब अपस्ट्रीम जा रहा है वाटर करंट के अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में, तो उसकी स्पीड क्या हो जाएगी, बोट की कम हो जाएगी. तो 10 - 5 दैट इज 5 किलोमीटर पर आवर. तो ये आपको समझना है कि डाउनस्ट्रीम में स्पीड कैसे फाइंड करते हैं और अपस्ट्रीम में कैसे फाइंड करते हैं. ओके. सो प्रतीक टेक्स 8 hours टू ट्रेवल 36 किलोमीटर डाउनस्ट्रीम एंड टू रिटर्न टू द सेम स्पॉट. एंड द स्पीड ऑफ बोट इन स्टिल वाटर इज 12 किलोमीटर पर आवर. रुके हुए पानी में बोट की स्पीड 12 किलोमीटर पर आवर है. वी हैव टू फाइंड द स्पीड ऑफ वाटर करंट. नाउ सॉल्यूशन. लेट द स्पीड ऑफ वाटर करंट water current is x kilometer per hour. Okay, so the speed of boat in still water is 12 kilometers per hour. 12 kilometers per hour. So the speed of boat downstream, speed of boat downstream. So the speed of boat in still water plus speed of water current, so it will be 12 प्लस x किलोमीटर पर आवर। डाउनस्ट्रीम में स्पीड ज़्यादा होगी, उसमें बोट की स्पीड और वाटर करंट की स्पीड दोनों मिल जाएंगी। एंड द स्पीड ऑफ बोट अपस्ट्रीम, दैट विल बी, जो उसकी बोट की स्पीड है उसमें से वाटर करंट की स्पीड माइनस हो जाएगी। सो 12 माइनस x किलोमीटर पर आवर। अब यहाँ पे जो बोला गया है कि अब यहाँ पे जो टोटल टाइम दिया है वो गया, द टोटल टाइम्स ही टेक्स टू गो डाउन स्ट्रीम एंड टू रिटर्न बैक इज 8 आवर्स। 8 आवर्स में दैट इज द total time he takes for going downstream and upstream. Now let's think about what is the time taken by him to go downstream. So what is the formula for finding the time? The time equals to distance upon speed, right? So time taken, and the distance in both the cases, downstream and upstream, distance is same, that is 36 kilometer. Distance is 36 kilometer, and the speed while downstream, that is 12 plus x kilometer, and in the case of upstream the distance is again 36 and the speed is 12 minus x. So this is the time required while going downstream and time taken while going upstream, and that total time is 8 hours. So this plus this will be equals to this. From the given condition, we'll write from the given condition. So this is the case of downstream, distance upon time equals to distance upon speed. So 36 upon 12 plus x plus in the case of upstream 36 upon 12 minus x, this time plus this time equals to 8 hours. So now we'll simplify this equation. For doing the addition, denominator should be same. So 36 multiplied to 12 minus x upon and 12 plus x multiplied to 36, there will be addition plus 36 in the bracket 12 plus x, and the denominator will be same, that is 12 plus x and 12 minus x equals to 8. Now let's simplify this equation. Therefore 36 is common in both the terms. So 36 in the bracket 12 minus x plus 12 plus x upon, now here we will apply the formula a plus b and a minus b in other brackets, that is equal to a square minus b square. So we will write 12 square minus x square equals to 8. Therefore 36, now negative x and positive x cancel out, so 12 plus 12 24, 36 into 24 upon 12 square is 144 minus x square equals to 8. Now let's bring this polynomial on the right side. So 36 into 24 equals to 8 in the bracket 144 minus x square. Now we'll divide. 8 is the common factor on both the sides, so we'll divide both sides by 8. Therefore on dividing this side by 8, 24 upon 8, this will be 3. So 36 into 3 equals to, and this side divided by 8, so 8 and 8 cancel out, this will be equals to 144 minus x square. What we have done, dividing both sides by 8. So Now 36 into 3, 108 equals to 144 minus x square. अब आप बोलोगे सर कि विल ब्रिंग बोथ द टर्म्स ऑन द लेफ्ट साइड एंड क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन विल बी फाउंड एंड वी विल सिंप्लीफाई दैट बाय फैक्टराइजेशन मेथड. That method is also right, but this is a special type of quadratic equation, and we can solve it by another method. See, so what we do, we bring 108 on the right side, negative x square on the left side. So x square equals to 144 minus 108. Therefore x square equals to 144 minus 108, and that is 36. Now because the difference is the perfect square, so इसलिए हमने उसको ट्रेडिशनल मेथड से सॉल्व, फैक्टराइजेशन मेथड से सॉल्व नहीं किया. एंड टेकिंग स्क्वायर रूट ऑन बोथ साइड्स, सो x इक्वल्स टू 6 और x इक्वल्स टू -6. स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 36 इज 6 और -6. व्हाट वी हैव डन, वी हैव टेकिंग स्क्वायर रूट ऑन बोथ साइड्स, टेकिंग स्क्वायर रूट on both sides. So x is 6 or -6. Now what is x? X is the speed of boat in still water, and speed cannot be negative, so the correct answer is 6. But speed can't be negative. Speed can't be negative, and so x equals to -6 is unacceptable. Unacceptable, and therefore x equals to 6, and answer, the speed of boat in still water, sorry, speed of water current, speed of water current is 6 किलोमीटर पर आवर. ओके, सो कभी कभी इक्वेशंस देख के हमें दूसरे अलग अलग मेथड्स अप्लाई करने पड़ते हैं सॉल्व करने के लिए. Let's solve question number 8. There are two students, Nishu and Pintu. If Nishu is, suppose Pintu takes 6 days more to complete a certain work, then the days taken by Nishu to complete the work. Nishu को जितने दिन लग रहे हैं, पिंटू को उससे 6 days ज़्यादा लग रहे हैं वो काम कंप्लीट करने में. तो suppose Nishu takes x days to complete the work, then Pintu will take x plus 6 days to complete the work. Now here we have to understand a concept कि work done in one day, work done in one day, ये कैसे फाइंड करते हैं ये हमें समझना है. वर्क डन इन वन डे, सपोज कि मैं एक काम 2 दिन में कंप्लीट कर रहा हूँ. आई एम कंप्लीटिंग अ सर्टन वर्क इन 2 days. तो एक दिन में मेरा काम कितना हुआ, आधा हुआ. तो इन 1 day आई एम डूइंग द वर्क 1/2, हाफ वर्क 1/2. इफ आई एम कंप्लीटिंग अ सर्टन वर्क इन 3 days, देन हाउ मच वर्क आई एम डूइंग इन 1 day, 1/3 वर्क, 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3, so that will be the complete work, one work. So in the same way, if I am completing a work in 10 days, then I am completing, how much work I am completing in 1 day, 10th part, 1/10. So जितने भी days हैं, if I am completing a work in 50 days, so in 1 day I am completing 1/50 work. So to find the work done in one day, we divide 1 by number of days to complete the work. ओके, तो and they both are doing, if they are doing the work together, they complete the work in 4 days. Now we have to find कि how much days they will take if they are doing the work separately, Nishu and Pintu. If they are doing the work separately, how much days they will require to complete the work. Now solution: let Nishu takes X days to complete the work. X days to complete the work. So how much days will Pintu take? Then Pintu takes how many days? 6 days more. So X plus 6 days to complete the work. Now therefore work done in 1 day. तो Nishu's work in 1 day. तो Nishu takes X days. So how much work she will do in 1 day? तो 1 upon number of days. So X. And Pintu's work in 1 day. Pintu's work in 1 day. So 1 upon number of days. So that is X plus 6. Okay. Now both of them together, they are doing the completing the work in 4 days. Now they both are completing the work. They both are completing the work in 4 days. So how much work they will do together in 1 day? 4 days में वो कंप्लीट काम कर रहे हैं, तो 1 डे में वो कितना काम करें? सो वर्क डन बाय देम इन 1 डे. एक डे में कितना काम करेंगे? तो अगेन 1 अपॉन नंबर ऑफ डेज, दैट इज 1 अपॉन 4. तो दिस इज Nishu's work in 1 day, this is Pintu's work in 1 day, and this is their total work in 1 day. Therefore from the given condition, Nishu's work plus Pintu's work equals to this much. So 1 upon X plus 1 upon X plus 6 equals to 1 upon 4. Now we will simplify this equation. Therefore 1 into X plus 6, that is X plus 6 in 1 bracket plus X into 1, that is X upon the product X in the bracket X plus 6 equals to 1 upon 4. Therefore after opening the brackets, it will be 2x plus 6, 2x plus 6, and this product is x square plus 6x equals to 1 upon 4. I will do cross multiplication. So 4 in the bracket 2x plus 6 equals to x square plus 6x. What we have done? Cross multiplication. Cross multiplication. Therefore we'll do the product. 4 into 2x, 8x plus 24 equals to x square plus 6x. Interchanging the sides, this will be x square plus 6x equals to 8x plus 24. Therefore x square plus 6x minus 8x minus 24 equals to 0. Therefore x square minus 2x minus 24 equals to 0. Now we need two numbers whose product is minus 24 and the difference is 2. So which are the two numbers whose difference is 2 and the product is negative 24? The numbers are negative 6 and positive 4. X square minus 6x plus 4x minus 24 equals to 0. So make two pairs. Common factor is x in the bracket x minus 6. Common factor is 4 in the bracket x minus 6 equals to 0. And then x minus 6 is common. In one bracket x minus 6, in other bracket x plus 4 equals to 0. Now x we have taken as the number of days taken by Nishu to complete the work. Number of days cannot be negative. Number of days can't be negative. Can't be negative. Therefore x equals to negative 4 is unacceptable. And therefore x equals to 6. So x equals to 6 and x plus 6 equals to 6 plus 6 equals to 12. So the answer will be Nishu takes 6 days to complete the work and Pintu takes 12 days to complete the work. Now let's verify this. So अगर Nishu takes 6 days to complete the work, then how much work she completes in one day? She will complete 1/6 work. Pintu takes 12 days to complete the work. So in one day he will complete 1/12 this much work. Now this is equal to this will equalize the denominator. So this will be 2/12 plus 1/12. This is 3/12 and 3/12 means 1/4. So they are doing 1/4 work in one day. Therefore they will complete the work in 4 days. Now we will solve question number 9. Now there is a number 460 and if 460 is divided by a natural number, 460 is divided by a natural number, then the quotient is 6 more than 5 times the divisor and the remainder is 1. We have to find the quotient and the divisor. Well, now number is 460. Let the natural number is x. So what is the quotient? Quotient is 6 more than 5 times the divisor. Divisor is x. So it's 5 times 5x plus 6. This is the quotient and the remainder is 1. Now we have to find divisor and quotient. Now let's start. Let the divisor at the divisor, which is a natural number, let the divisor be x. Let the divisor be x. Then quotient. Our quotient is given. How much is the quotient? Quotient is 5 times x, 5 times the divisor and plus 6. This is the quotient and remainder is 1. remainder is 1. Now you know this formula, that dividend equals to, what is the formula? Dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So what is the dividend here? In this case, dividend is 460 equals to 460, divisor is x multiplied by quotient 5x plus 6, and the remainder is 1. Therefore 460 equals to 5x square plus 6x plus 1. Now therefore let's interchange the sides. So 5x square plus 6x plus 1 equals to 460. Therefore 5x square plus 6x plus 1 minus 460 equals to 0, and therefore 5x square plus 6x minus 459 equals to 0. Now here we have got the equation, we have to solve it. Five x square plus 6x minus 459 equals to 0. Now here we need two terms whose product is 5x square into negative 459. So 5x square, or let's write the numbers only, 5 into negative 459. This should be the product, and the difference should be 6x. Now itna jaldi orally we can't think, so what we'll do, we'll factorize this number to get the factors, required factors. So 5 multiplied by factors of 459, negative 459. So can we divide this number by 9? So 9 5s are 45 and 9 1s are 9. So this is 9 multiplied by negative 5 and 1. These are the factors. 9 into negative 51 are the factors of 459. Now can we find from this two numbers whose product is this much? So 5 9s are 40, 5 9s are 45 and negative 51. Here we have got the numbers whose product will be equal to this one, and the difference between 45 and negative 51, difference is 6. Difference is 6 and product is this much. But we need but positive number should be greater here. So what we will do, we will write negative here, negative number should be this and this should be positive. These are the two numbers, required numbers. So negative 45x and positive 51x. Therefore 5x square. Now अब हम यहाँ पे नेगेटिव 45 इस साइड नहीं लिख रहे हैं, हम इस साइड पॉजिटिव 51 लिखेंगे. सॉरी, we'll write 45 here, yes, so that we can easily find the factors, common factors. So minus 45x plus 51x minus negative 459 equals to 0, and 5 is the common factor, 5x is the common factor, in the bracket x minus 9 plus 51 is common, in the bracket x minus 9 equals to 0, because we know that 51 into 9 is 459. Therefore in one bracket x minus 9, in other bracket 5x plus 51 equals to 0. Now x equals to 9 or x equals to negative 51 upon 5. Now what we have assumed as x is the natural number, x is the divisor which is a natural number, and negative 51 upon 5 is not a natural number. So this is unacceptable. But x is a natural number. X is a natural number. X is a natural number. So x equals to negative 51 upon 5 is unacceptable. Therefore x equals to 9, and the answer is divisor is 9, and we have to find the quotient, and quotient will be divisor equals to 9 and quotient will be 5x plus 6, 5 into 9 plus 6, that is 45 plus 6 equals to 51. 9 is the divisor, 51 is the quotient. Now let's verify this. So when you divide 460 by 9, the quotient will be 51 and the remainder will be 1. 460, you will get that when you multiply 51 into 9 plus 1, 51 into 9 is 459 plus 1 equals to 460. Dividend equals to quotient into divisor multiplied plus remainder. This is the verification.